If you guys have ever wondered what it is like to be around me when I am staying up for an entire night, it usually means I'm eating something really weird at 5 in the morning, like Oreos. So, that's happening now. Morning, everybody. It's like 8:30 a.m. Readathon started like an hour and a half ago, but in true Sam fashion, I'm off to a late start because I overslept this morning, which is fine. I made some coffee. It's got some butterscotch in it. I'm going to probably listen to my audiobook for a little while because I'm not totally awake yet. I have the Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. I have both the physical book and the audio, so I'm going to listen to the audio for it for a while and then read the physical book for it after I feel like I've maybe finished my coffee and it's had a chance to set in. You know how it goes. Anyway, I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Welcome to my new car, who I have decided is named Pepper. Comments that I got along with my initial instinct have determined that her name is Pepper. So now you know, her name's Pepper. And she and I are about to head over to my friend Lauren's house because we are going to be meeting up with some other friends for afternoon tea, which is going to be really cool. It probably sounds dorkier than it is, but like I'm really excited. It's at this really fancy hotel downtown and they have like a tea butler that comes to your table and like explains the blends of tea, and you get like a full menu, and we've been planning it for like a month, so I'm really excited. So I'm taking a break from the readathon to do that, but I'm gonna listen to my audiobook in the car on the way to go pick her up. Yeah, I'll probably try to take a clip or something, a couple clips while we're in there just so you guys can see like how cool it is. Hi everybody, so it's like 4:30 and I just got home from afternoon tea about half an hour ago. It was really super fun. It was super relaxing. It was a really good experience. I'm really glad I went. Plus, the vibe and like the mood just was really right for the book I'm in the middle of, because I am a little over, it's over here, a little over halfway through The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss right now, and it's like set in just like the right era for the tea that I went to. It had the right, general vibes to it, and it just made me feel like reading more of this, which was kind of awesome. Also, it was just like really cool. It was like it was on the 23rd floor of a hotel around here. There's like a lounge in there and they set it up for afternoon tea, and so you get a view of the entire city, which was awesome. And it even snowed a little bit, and it was just like so atmospheric and so cool. So now I just got back and I'm going to take a bath because that's what I do during readathons apparently, and also on Friday nights, and also just in my life in general. And I'm going to read some more of this book. Hey everybody. So it's a little bit after 7 and I am not getting as much reading done as I would like to. I've still got some more of Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter to read, but that's just because I've been doing some other things. I'm eating dinner right now. My husband made dinner for me, but I'm also co-moderating some discussion threads on the Dewey's Readathon Goodreads group, which is really cool. The last hour and then the current hour I've been posting in the Goodreads group and just like replying to comments and doing that kind of thing, so I haven't been getting as much reading done. But it's only halfway through, so I still got plenty of time, and honestly, it's a pretty long book. I've read a lot of pages today, even though I haven't gotten through like a lot of books. I'm still feeling pretty good about it. Also, I'm really enjoying this book. It's been really interesting. It's very atmospheric. It's making me feel very spooky. Hello again. So it is 1:45 midnight right now. It's been a while since I checked in, but I finished The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, which, if you're keeping track, is my first book of the readathon. It was a little slow going, but it's not because I wasn't enjoying the book. I just was having trouble focusing on like anything. Plus, I took like a several hour break in the middle of the readathon to go to tea, which was totally worth it. I really liked the book. I wound up giving it 4 stars. I'm really excited to read the sequel. I really enjoyed how the author like tied together all of these classic stories and like gave it, like made the connections and made it into one big narrative, and I'm interested to see what happens next. Sorry, I'm like not making much sense right now, but like then again, what else is new? Because now, like I read that and I really enjoyed it, I'm going to read Rappaccini's Daughter, which is a short story by Nathaniel Hawthorne, because one of the characters in Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter is inspired by that story. And so I don't know, I just feel like kind of continuing with those characters right now. And once I read that, because it's like a 30-page story or something like that, after I read that, I'm going to see how I feel. I might need to give my eyes a little bit of a break, so I might move on to something graphic after that, but we'll see. I'll check in after I finish it. Hey everybody, so it's like 2 a.m. and I just finished reading Rappaccini's Daughter. Again, I'm just having a hard time focusing today, but I just wanted to talk about that story for a second. If you're not familiar with it, it's a story about a girl whose father tends all of these like poisonous plants and he turns them into medicines, but he never actually touches any of them. But he has his daughter tend the plants and she grows up with them and she's breathing in their fumes and touching them all the time. And these are like really, really poisonous plants. And eventually she becomes like infused with the poisons and becomes poisonous herself and can kill people by like breathing on them. It's really crazy. But I don't know. It's a really interesting story. I've first read it in high school for a class and I just have really liked it ever since. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this about me, but I have this like weird affinity for science fiction stories that are like based around plant life. Like Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham is about killer plants. This story is about a girl who becomes a killer plant. One of my favorite musicals is Little Shop of Horrors, which is about a killer plant from outer space. And I don't know, they just do something for me. And I don't know what that says about me as a person, but let's unpack that in the comments, shall we? Anyway, I'm sleepy. I'm just like sleepy and having a hard time focusing. So I'm going to try to read something that's going to like snap me back into it. So I'm going to be finally getting to Descender Volume 6. You guys know how I feel about this. I don't need to talk about Descender right now, but I'm sure I'll gush about it momentarily when I finish it. But I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Hey, so it's about 20 after 3, and I just finished reading Descender Volume 6, and can you all please just like get your lives together and read that series already? Because I have a lot of things that I want to talk about with somebody. Get your lives together. Read Descender. This is your public service announcement for this video. This series has me like so fucked up. This was like the conclusion to the entire series, so it's got me like extra fucked up. And apparently, sometime in 2019, there's a series that picks up 10 years later. And with the way everything ended, I'm just like really intrigued to see what direction they take that. But like seriously, just fucking read it. Just read it so that I can talk about it with somebody, because I need to do that. Okay, thanks, bye. Guess I should probably pick the next book that I'm going to read for the readathon. Probably. Even though this has me fucked all the way up. And like, I maybe should have waited to read this until the end of the readathon, but I needed something that was going to wake me up, and I knew that reading Descender would do that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to read now. I might reread something. That seems like a plan. Okay, so I've made a choice. I'm going to reread The Outsiders, which I've read like roughly 177 times in my life. So I'll probably get through this pretty quickly, but I also apparently just want to be like emotionally fucked up today, because I guarantee this shit's going to make me cry, because it happens every single time, because I like will never get over the death of Johnny. Hello again. So it's like 6:30 a.m. and the readathon doesn't technically end for another half hour, but I decided not to read anything else after The Outsiders because it always turns me into an emotional wreck, and I don't really feel like starting anything new, and I'm tired, so I might not stick anyway. I finished 4 books of varying lengths and types today, which is pretty good. Pretty good for a readathon. And I went to afternoon tea, so that was exciting. And this is probably the most boring reading vlog in the history of reading vlogs, because I haven't even, like, since I've been home and reading, I haven't even, like, been in a different part of my house. I've just been sitting in this chair. So, sorry about that, but hopefully you enjoyed hearing my updates anyway and seeing my clips from tea this afternoon. I talk about beverages in like every vlog. What even is that? But yeah, so that wraps up the October Dewey's Readathon for me. I'm very sniffly because I'm emotional, and also my allergies are acting up and I'm tired, so I also probably sound not at all like myself, but I'm gonna go and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.